Hi everybody! Today I'm going to start a new series of YouTube videos called Simple Wood Turning. And I want to do it for a couple of reasons. One of them is we're getting quite a few videos on different subjects, and I want to kind of make it a little easier for folks to find the videos they're looking for. And the other reason is, quite frankly, we've had a lot of requests for more videos, and I think it's about time I got with the program here and started making a bunch of videos so people can see how things are done with our simple wood turning tools. So with that, I'm going to start the first one with a demonstration of our hollowing system. So many folks have asked for that, just videos on how to use the hollowing system. So that's where I'm going to start, and I think I'll make a few of those for starters here, and then we'll get on to some other things. So if you have any comments or questions when you're watching my videos, feel free to add those in the comments area. And if you like our videos, give them a thumbs up, would you? And share them with your friends. Thank you. Let's get started. Okay, there's a couple questions I get once in a while, so I want to answer them for starters before I actually get into hollowing out this bowl. One of them is, how small a lathe can I have and still use the hollowing system? So you see I've got it moved all the way forward here. And let's just measure what I got here. This bowl is about 3.5 inches. I got it on a waste block that's about 3 inches. So we're sticking, 6.5 inches ahead of actually the back of the spindle nose. And so then I've got, let's just start at the back of the spindle nose there. You can see I'm using up about 14 inches on this lathe here. So you could put this on a pretty small lathe. So hopefully that answers that question. And you can still use it here like this. It'll work just fine. I'm going to move it back though, because I've got more room, so might as well use it. So I'll just slide her back here and set it up about like so. Okay, another thing that a question that actually it was one of our customers, Mickey Goodman, brought up, was he was noticing that sometimes this laser would move during a turning operation, and that's kind of a problem. And so he was wondering if we could maybe come up with a solution with it. And one of the neat things about selling on the internet and talking to folks, answering YouTube questions and things, is people come up with a lot of good ideas, and Mickey had a really good idea on how to fix this. Originally, this clamping device here was only this brass thumb screw. And so Mickey says, well, why don't you put another screw behind it? So we took and added another thumb screw, or a set screw actually, and a nylon tipped one at that, right on the back, or just opposing the thumb screw. And that really did stabilize it a lot, but we still got some rocking this way. And so I decided to put on 2 more up in the top. So now what all you got to do is you put a little bit of tension on these 3 screws, and that gives you just a real nice feel for how this moves. And you loosen the thumb screw, and you can adjust it, and it'll stay right where you put it. So it makes it really, really nice. And just tighten that thumb screw down again, and that really locks it into position. So thanks a bunch, Mickey, for helping me with that, and I think our customers are going to really appreciate it too. So that's that. Another question was, how do I find the center? Well, it's real easy. I'm going to go ahead and start this. It's really easy with the hollowing system, because all you got to do is just make a facing cut. And of course I already have this at the center line, but if you face off a piece of wood like this, I'll stop it now, you get a little nub right there, or a little point right where the center is. So it's real easy to set the center, or set the height so you're at the center line. So that's how you figure out how high or what position to put your tool rest in. Now it just so happens on this lathe, this Jet 1644 is all the way down on their tool rest, happens to be just the right position for these 1/2 inch tools. So anyway, with that, let's go ahead and get started here. Okay, well, I'm going to actually start out with the 90-degree detailer, just because a lot of the times that's a really good way to do it. Sometimes folks ask me, what's that 90-degree tool for? Well, this is one thing that it's for. I go a little bit too fast. In case you're wondering, this is flame box elder. So it's tricky getting that center point off because there's basically no speed in there. It's a little chattery. I'm hanging out quite a ways over the tool rest. Technically, I suppose a guy ought to tip that in, but with the hollowing system, it stabilizes it so nice, it's not that big of an issue. So you don't need to drill in the middle or anything. A lot of times you'll see people, they'll drill a center hole. Well, you don't really need to. You can pretty much cut either way with this. Okay, how about a different tool? It's funny how hollowing is. It's different tools work better for different pieces of wood. I don't really know why. So a lot of times you got to just try some different ones. Let's try the STH. This is the flat round tool. Simple turner and hollower. So we'll pop that in. Oop. Might as well tighten both screws. Hey, you know what? I found these magnets on Amazon, and they're, I don't know, a few bucks, $4 or $5, something like that. They really are powerful, and man, do they ever work nice for holding your tools. I think in this case, this tool is working better. Should probably check to see where my laser point is. See, I'm a little far out. I'm going to bring it in a little bit here. I like to leave it out a ways so I don't get too close by mistake. So there, and one thing about that point, in the video I know it shows up as a big round blob about the size of a dime, but it's really just a pretty fine point in reality. For some reason the video just does not show that. So I'll show you what how stand over here so you can kind of see it a little better where the laser point actually is. So by watching that point on there, I can tell for sure where I am in the bowl, so there's no worries about breaking through. So you can see hollowing with this is pretty simple. Lots of chips. Let's try the shear cutter. See how that goes. Yep. I was just using that on the outside of the bowl to finish the outside. And this one, of course, you got to turn it. I think I'll turn it about like so. Get down here. You can see that angle a little bit better. You can see about how much I have there. Tipped quite a bit. We'll try it. Ooh, that's about perfect for this bowl. Check where the laser pointer is. I'm going to tip it in just a little bit. Whoop. So now I should have about a 1/4 inch wall thickness if that's just falling off the outside of the vessel here. We're getting there. Oh, sorry for coughing. Normally I'm running my dust collector when I do this, but that kind of spoils the sound on the video, so just have to cough once in a while. I apologize for that. It's kind of dusty. Well, you can see how we're doing here. I've got a pretty good wall thickness here. A little thick there yet. starts to get long. Hopefully that shows up. And of course you can also tell how thick the bottom is. Let me get back inside here and have a look. I usually have to turn this tool the other way to cut the center. Now I'm going to speed the lathe up a little bit. Go up to about 2,000. Because I know from experience if I run this, make just a real light cut with this tool at a fast speed, I'll get a very nice surface finish. And you can kind of see the chips just a fly on there. Oh man, I hope my camera isn't all dusty. I'll wipe the lens off a little. So let's take a look in there once. See what it looks like. Got a pretty nice finish in there. It's still a little rough. We could do that a little bit more, but it won't take much sanding. And on the outside of this bowl too, I ran this almost 2,500 and used the shear cutting finisher. And I got a real nice surface finish there. So one other tool that I usually use when I'm hollowing is the simple rougher to make the bottom nice and flat. So we'll pop that guy in quick. I go about 2,000 again to check where the laser is. That looks good. One trick that's really handy, get a pencil here, and if I want to, let's say I want to have the bowl be about this deep, I just put a pencil line on there, and then I'll run the laser right along that pencil line. And that gives me a nice flat bottom. If you're facing off something and you want it to be really flat, that's a good way to do that too. So there. I got a little ridge in there now, you can see, but I'll use the shear cutter again and clean that off. And I think we about got it here though. So anyway, that's a good demonstration, I think, on just kind of how this thing works. Like I said in the beginning of this video, if you have any questions or comments, be sure to put them in the comments area below the videos. And I'll do my best to answer any questions that you have. If you have any, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Hey, thanks a lot for watching. Really appreciate it.